This is Public Affairs Program of Delta Broadcasting Service Television every weekday. On today's faculty, we are going to be centering our focus on a very important arm of government that was constituted in 2016. It is the Delta State Emergency Management Authority, the Emergency Traffic Management Authority, DESMA. And we're looking at critically the transformation of DESMA in the years under review from conception to date, and most importantly, we're going to center our focus to the stewardship of the President Director General of DESMA in the person of Honorable Benjamin Essien. And of course, I'm quite impressed with his resume when you look at the fact that he's one man that's actually done so much for himself. He's done a great team, talking about Benjamin Essien, who is a former naval commander and one that's got a military background with him. And so he's going to be trained insight into the achievements of DESMA under his leadership. And to do more of these issues with me, I have a fellow comrade in this profession, Comrade Ebe John Gold, in the program. Well, welcome, Comrade Ebe, and of course DESMA Czar. Let's make him welcome, please. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you.
And Ebe John Gold, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We're looking at DESMA, and we're looking at the issues that have arisen from the conception of this. Can you give us the transformation of DESMA from inception to date? Now let's start basically with what is the composition, what is DESMA all about?
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, let me make some clarification. I am Honorable Dr. Benjamin Essien Okemuche, a retired naval officer from the military intelligence. And have it that it may, I have a lot of things to my very self. I worked in the House of Assembly 2011 and I left 2015. And DESMA bill came in as an executive bill from the former Governor Odwara. And I was among the persons that stood and drive the process of DESMA to domesticate DESMA as arm of Delta State government laws that gave birth to DESMA in 2013, thereafter, but later unveiled to become an asset of the government in 2016. So it makes me to understand the ethics of how DESMA was founded, or how it was become an arm of government. you should remember the federal government has given, through the Federal Road Safety Corps, has given hands to all states to reduce the workload of federal road service. All states were given the permission, the nod, that they have the right to have their own hands of traffic control agency. That is how DESMA came into being.
That's quite an interesting one because Ibe John Goody, have been a journalist, and you have your own perception of the workings of DESMA before I come back to DG. What has been your perception of the Delta State Transport Management Authority since inception?
Well, I would say that the establishment of DESMA ought to be succor to Deltas and to the state, because before now, if you understand, before the Interbar Bridge roundabout here to Bogonogo Aziz, you see a lot of hectic hold up, go slow, traffic jam, and we have faced challenges there. So when DESMA was established, people celebrated. And I believe this is going to be my third time of being with their DG here, which I was with Steve Jesserowe on issues like this here twice. And then DESMA really kick off well. We were doing well. But later, the DESMA we were prayed for was no longer the DESMA. They deviated along the line. And it got worse when Steve Jesserowe left. Because then, if you even call him, he will listen. It's just few days ago that they have this, can I mention him?
No, don't mention him.
Okay, that they have this guy, this tough guy.
Mention him,
the guy is doing well now. Are you getting me? But some of your officers will tell you that they will make you regret why this DESMA was established. Yeah. It's like they are off art for extortion.
No.
They just come out to, you won't believe me, but I want you to go and investigate. Look at anywhere we have traffic lights, maybe traffic lights. Whenever the traffic light is not functioning, you will not see them there. You will abandon it. Are you getting me? But look at where the traffic light is functioning. That is where you will see them looking for a vehicle that will are you getting me? And extort. Instead of them to be controlling traffic like the people at Cowen Junction, Governor's Road Junction, are you getting me? Those young sharps there, those people are the real DESMA we prayed for. But the other ones, they are not the DESMA we prayed for.
Yes, let's come back to the DG. Critically, you've heard that, the public opinion concerning the attitude of some of your men. But then, having done a vox pop on the perception of the public about your stewardship, a lot of people have spoken positively about the transformation that you have brought to the Delta State Traffic Management Authority. Now, let's contradict what he has just said with what some of that public opinions are towards the perception. Yes, let's hear from you.
Thank you very much. Well, it is my actual belief that 75% of all road commuters that have contravened the traffic laws, if not this seat that I am, I was taught everybody was a good man. They are all liars. There is no, I'm 675. I can make it 80. That those that contravene offenses, by the time you roll them out and you make them to understand this offense they've committed, they will never tell you they've not committed the offense until you will show them a very good video. And most of them, they were so remorse. They were apologetic. We never knew this recording. So if you never knew, we don't do anything without recording. Anything that we do, if you come to our office and you want to complain, the first thing we do was there, who are in charge, say, please give us the video.
And the video will come out.
And the video will come out. And when the video come out, they look foolish, almost trying to beg. But let's come this way. You see, DESMA has a hectic job to do in the state. You know, the state is not concentrated at one particular place. It has so many diverses everywhere. We have the state capital somewhere, other local governments somewhere, other industrial local governments somewhere. And to manage these persons and not the way you see it. Even in the police, there are issues. I cannot tell you every man and woman that works in DESMA is a saint. And that is, since my emergence, I believe the staff of DESMA have known that they got in a commander who will tell them that this thing you are doing is against the law. Our duty is to help the public and help the commuters on our daily road to have a free concession of the road. Anything you do out of that is against our law. We have a rule of engagement. If you contravene, before you that is enforcing people that have contravened outside, you must be disciplined. And that is why we find any of our staff that err, the nearest police station is where we normally keep them. We will take you to the nearest police station and you answer the call. Because it will be a shame on us to see somebody with a DESMA staff doing contrary to what is supposed to be. Let's come in this way. There is a marching order on our discipline. Now you've said it, DESMA yesterday is not DESMA of today. If you look at today, if you look at the outfit, the dressing, the approaches since my inception of 1 year and a month plus, the difference of DESMA is enormous.
In celebration of your 1 year in office, we saw so much achievements being portrayed. And I'm going to reel it down, and I'm going to ask you 1 or 2 questions based on that. We saw three new towing vans or refurbished towing vans. We saw over 15 new cars acquired and refurbished. And we saw the platform, we call it the command parade ground, that was never there before. Now, considering all this, and the first time the building, they have a permanent site, they have a disciplinary guard room within the building. Now, what was the motivation towards this transformation I've seen in DESMA? And personnel morale has gone really high. Yeah, so tell us how you were able to manage that. Previous administrations, we didn't see it happen this way.
Thank you very much. When you have a square peg in a square hole, all this transformation comes to play. And if you see what we have done today in DESMA, DESMA is a paramilitary perception. And because of my military intake and my military background, I have decided to domesticate every other aspect of this transport agency in the country into Delta. And in the next few days, we may be bringing our provost marshals who are going to be up and doing an intelligence department. And if you don't watch critically, you will see that the approach of our men have become so different from what those other people that are complaining were saying. Their approaches, their way of talking, their dressing, their modus of operation has changed. And the praises does not even come to we that are here. The praises go back to them for them to understand DESMA as a body was established to enforce discipline on our roads. Those are the things that the state knows.
In enforcing discipline, there's one question Ebejon Good asked that you've not answered. He made reference to the fact that DESMA officials are only seen at traffic lights that are working and functional, and the ones that are not functional, you have this, and those are the places.
Let me tell you that. Yes. Anywhere, we've compiled all areas in the state where they have traffic lights that are not working. Anywhere you see there is no functional traffic light, we always send our men there to do a presentation or to get the traffic flow. Probably, I will call it this way, you may not be there because the man that is working there cannot be there all through. Probably at the time of you visiting, he might have gone to excuse himself or a way out. But I'm telling you, if I have not been seen there visibly, right away, you will start seeing them visibly.
Sir, the traffic, like your men at Cowen Plaza, I'm using Asaba as an example, at Cowen Plaza, Governor's Road Junction, those ones are preaching cooperative driving instead of competitive driving. They always appeal to drivers, drive cooperatively, that wait for me, let me pass, you know, that kind of a thing, control the traffic well. But the other ones, especially the ones at that Jesus Save Junction, DBS Junction, McDonald Junction, Those, even like that, Jesus said, there's a place that you see, don't know you turn. But there's no significant signal there.
Okay,
Tell people that you don't turn here.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Okay, sir.
The place you just mentioned now is where we have one of our best. The Jesus Separation.
Yes.
The man that is in charge of the patrol team there is one of the best Desma staff that we've got.
To us, it's Ubido. I don't know his other name.
No.
Ubido. That is the best Desma staff.
No.
Tall guy.
I'm telling you.
It is the public that will tell you. The public will tell you that apart from Ubido, he will not beg you money. The guy is tall. I don't know.
He's his own commander.
Ubido, he will not beg you money. He will not harass you. It's always for peace.
I just brought.
Unlike the others.
No, you are far from it.
Okay, sir.
I am telling you, it was recently, last week, where I even gave the young man an award. Before a director general of agency picked a strength of over 700 something, and I gave an award to people who are about 30 to 40 within the state, and they pick you out. And I'm telling you, that young man, if I have my way of taking him elsewhere, I can do that, but I will not have.
Is it the one that used to stay at Governor Joshua?
I am telling you.
That one is very good too. I don't know his name.
The one you're talking about, you talk about Jesus Save Junction we have. He's the best man that we have in this job.
How long has he been posted?
The guy has been there for over, I think, we normally alternate them.
No,
after
those ones that I used to park by Erowin Junction, that is Gagas Road Junction, those are that used to wait. Those are the one I'm talking about, sir.
Those are the best. I think that is the best hand. Probably looking at it from a different perspective. I cannot give an award to somebody who does not know it.
As a journalist, all the research we've carried about Desma's
anything you want to know, anything you want to know.
All right, still moving
Come
forward.
to me, come to the office.
Yes, let's look at besides that. Now, what prompted the Guard of Honor, or rather, the bringing about what do they call it, parade?
Yes, since the inception of Dexma, the flags are not ever be hung. And we normally have a platform. In the military, we call it dice. And those are where the flags that represent the image of the state and Dexma always be displayed. And when I knew it was not done, I have to call the attention of the board and the management to do the needful. Because in the next few months, Dexma is coming as an organ of government as a military. And that is the idea of creating it. So we need to follow sequences and get all the things that are needed to be done arranged. So by the time we flow in, we'll not have any setback.
Yeah, DESMA, let's understand the name, Delta State Traffic
Management Authority. Yes.
Traffic Management. But
yes.
in some areas of opinion, there's always say they don't help manage traffic. All they are concerned about is about safety. Now, why do I say that? When there is a broken down vehicle on the road, and you seek for DESMA to come with a towing van, or is their responsibility to help to this van, to reduce the traffic congestion because of the broken down vehicle? The towing vans are not available. But if they are called upon to come and tow a vehicle that they say the person is not putting on seat belts or whatever,
you see
them immediately. That is
look at Midfield Junction, the market junction. There's heavy traffic there. You will not see them there.
Excuse me, let me clear you.
Yes.
When I came into DESMA, all the towing vans were moribund.
Yes.
All the towing vans were down.
Fact.
The 90 ton was almost at the point of scrapped and put on sale. The 290 ton. No, the one of the 90 ton. The second 90 ton was working at a level of 45%. If you take it out, it's either you push it and both of you will come back to the yard. Then the 30 ton were down for 7 years, they were not moving. And when I came in and discovered that people are complaining no towing van to work. And by the time you get to go and rent a towing van, the person put the burden on the person that controls. I said, no, it should not be the issue. I have to sit down with my men. What do? I have to live here to Leventis in Lagos and get the experts who knows about those trucks to come in. Ordinarily, when I go to know the cost of the vehicle then, they bought them close to about 300 million per one then. But when I get to assess the company in Germany, the vehicle is about almost 820 million. And I said, no, state cannot waste this kind of money and get this kind of platform and it will be somebody say we'll auction it, no. I get in the young men, I get in the Desma, put the vehicle on. And that is why you see today, if you look for a towing van somewhere, Desma is there to get to, or even the 30 ton. That was a product of Innocent. Is always a problem. But I also went to Innocent and I get one of those staff that went to China where this vehicle were produced, and I took him as a mechanic. So today, anywhere you call upon any of our tow trucks, it will be available. One of the nine, we are going to dispatch the 90 ton to Warri, that is going to take charge of Fugele Axis, Sapler, Everland, and we are sending another 30 ton to assist. So that idea that anytime you call upon Desma to provide a tow truck is not available, I rather put it. I have said I will not put the pressure on the body. That is why we came out openly and see that those things are done. And by the day the governor discovered that this is what we've done, the man was very, very happy. Yes. And to also crown it up, the other vehicle that you saw was almost the same thing. We having vehicle in some of us, so all of them were dead. But when I say they were dead, it's just little talk and you add one or two things, you get what you want. Today we have vehicles virtually in all our operational zones. And people that saw them say, yes, the governor is always by his words. Today we're happy, the governor has not given the nod. Desma will also be domesticated around the 25 local government. Also, we are getting there. Those are the perception of people. You cannot get it. A system that's always damaged. To rebuild it, my brother, is not easy. And that is human.
Sir, I will always commend you, but my challenge is still remain that where traffic light is functioning, your men seems to concentrate more there than where there's no traffic light. Instead of them to be managing traffic.
I am telling you.
Example is the what you call the junction, the midfield there now. You see the kind of hold up you get from Akpu Junction to that midfield towards the evening. But there's none of a member to control traffic there.
If there is anything you are spotting as part of what you've seen,
yes,
you've made me to understand.
Yes,
there are constraints. I will try my possible best to get into the director of operation and improve on the operational system of that axis. Because it's very bad when somebody is coming from work, you spend 2 hours again on the road. Probably your fuel has finished.
Yes.
No, I will get it done. I will get it
done. If you're just joining us, we're on to Faculty, a public affairs program on Delta Broadcasting Service Television. And on today's Faculty, we're looking at the matters arising within and around the Delta State Transport Management Authority. And we have in the studio the Director General of Desma in the person of Honorable Okemute SCN, who is one man that has distinguished himself very well, the former member of the Delta State House of Assembly, a former naval officer, a community leader, a grassroots politician, and one of the greatest administrators Desma has ever seen. And of course, I have Abel John Gold with me in the studio doing this justice to this discussion. Back to you, Okemute. We're looking critically at Desma. Yes, I remember you seem to have always said that Desma are understaffed. We have only 7 zones in 7 local governments, and they are understaffed. But we noticed in the last 1-2 months, you have a new group of people with green uniforms, green top and black. They call themselves Desma Marshals. And I understand that in paramilitary, even when you are employed, you are trained and retrained. Your mindset is geared towards the provisions constituting the organization represent. But these Desma Marshals, they represent something else, because we've had complaints even on our programs here, both on radio and television. Callers into the program have called in to say these people are worse than what you can ask for. The lack of professionalism, lack of professional etiquette, lack of communication skill, British mentality, all they think about is harassing of motorists, not communications. How do you relate the Desma Marshals with the professionalism of the true Desma official? Because the fact remains that there's a link there, Desma Marshals.
Thank you very much. Desma Marshals are complementary to the activities of the Desma. And that comes to play to give us a helping hand in where we cannot have our hands on. That is why you see them today. And talking of their approaches and discipline, we have already drawn out a program that is going to take virtually all the decimal marshals around areas that we're operating. Look, I've always been saying one particular thing. Human beings and varies are different. Even the military that I come from, there are some persons among the 1,000 persons that we had. So if you use the approaches of one man to judge the rest, it will be well. Because I know the decimal marshal you see we talked about, they are not the original body of the decimal staff.
Yes.
Therefore, in the course of doing their job, they will make one or two mistakes. And anytime we see such mistakes are done, we quickly get to the head and we get them corrected. And one of the issues that we are trying to do now is to get all of them together and tell them, show them the rules of their engagement, what and what they needed to do. Yes, they are doing the job, but you cannot get its totality. And one thing that we want to teach them about is to have a summon courage in approaching issue. Now, human beings are different. You don't know who is coming from his house. You don't know the problem that he carries. Like the one I got in view of myself today, I was at the back of the woman, and the decimal marshal flag her down, say, "Madam, please, can you park well and get your bet?" He did as if the man I was talking to her is an animal. And I was wearing mufti. He said, even the marshal did not even know me.
Yeah.
He said, "Madam, please park well, leave the road, bet well and move." The woman came out and started railing. Immediately I stepped to go and I wanted to go up her. I said, "Madam, you've done wrong. I am so person." You see, the approaches are wonderful. In short, I'm trying to assure you today that that sport you've complained about over some of the attitude, I will seal it up. Because we are like that, we have training and retraining them, training the trainer to train those that in the operations. We'll get there. But it cannot be one day.
Definitely.
Yes.
Most recently, we talked about the court issue. A lot of people during the week, there was a reference point to the 2017 court pronouncement saying that Desma do not have rights to unscrew plate numbers from personal vehicles or whatever. Can you give us an insight?
Well, that issue of unscrewing a number plate, I think it led to a court issue, and the Attorney General is fully on the ground to handle that issue. That's an issue that has to do with the Attorney General. I believe the Minister of Justice, that issue has been handled to the best knowledge of the state and myself.
Let's look at the working relationship between DESMA and the public. As a journalist, you have seen the perception of the public in this dispensation of our new Director General and in the past. What are those new attitudes that you've actually observed that could be seen as a progress in the right direction?
Yeah, to be sincere, the DESMA of about a year ago now, or let's say about 6-7 months now, is different from the DESMA we have for like 6 years back.
Then I should need an award.
Though not fully perfect, because the public now seems to see, it got a terrible, now see DESMA as even worse than police.
Yes.
Got to that.
And people were excited when they were suspended at what time?
Immediately, yes, there was celebration. Especially immediately when Steve Jason left the place, it became worse. Then we had this different rumor, people coming to tell us that Desma have to deliver, give returns of 100 million naira weekly, something like that, which we could never investigate. Are you getting me? Those were the reasons. Those were the reasons. There could be speculation. That those are the reasons Desma became this hostile on people.
No.
We've seen people, and I even recorded some of them when we were collecting bribe. During the time of okay, so we should not mention him. No matter how both of their records, all those corrupt members.
I took over from Ida.
No, Ida was the worst.
No,
Ida was a cost to us.
No, you shouldn't say that.
Ida's tenure was a cost. You asked me public perception. Public perception, Ida's tenure was a cost to the state.
No.
I told him several times.
I took over, everybody has the way. Desiree was there, Ida came in, and I took over from Ida, and the platform that Ida laid, that is where I'm following up. So without me, okay, if I'm leaving tomorrow, I've laid the platform.
You have laid the platform. The person that is coming will be very lucky.
Yes.
You've done so much.
So everybody has
public perception matters. Like I told you, I've been on this same TV like this with Jason Road twice. Jason waste time. There are issues that you could just call. Are you getting me? And issue will be handled. I just mentioned one of your staff. I don't know his full name. Ubido. Are you getting me? How that guy have been managing, apart from normal traffic control, how have been managing people. That's very important. But Ida's time. Just check the media. You are at war with Ida. This is somebody you will call, and the way he will respond. The day I came to your office, I didn't even see you. I was coming to lay a complaint when somebody begged me that I should not. That was the last time I was in your office then. Are you getting but even greeting alone, that matters. You understand me? But Ida was not like that.
No, but if you look at it's my perception.
Ida was not like that. I've never been arrested by your men. I've never been arrested by your men. But I've never been arrested by your men.
Anybody that complain of Ida, let me tell you, anybody that complain of Ida approach, then the person will have some personal problem because Ida does operation very, very well.
Well, you're speaking from the part of somebody that took over from somebody in governance. That is what you're speaking about. We are the media. We are giving the public perception of what people
have you seen women crying? I was in the office a day when I went to video a woman who was crying.
Perception of the public about your predecessor is nothing to write home about. That you as the successor have come with the transformational leadership that has impacted on the people, and we are giving you the accolades for that. We understand you occupy a position where you cannot talk ill of your boss, but you met a platform where you could grow. We appreciate you for that. But moving forward, the IGRO from your MD has improved drastically because it's part of the reason we've seen this transformation. So what are those things that other DGs didn't do that you have done that the state government has said that your IGRO has increased, that has increased your IGRO rather? What are those things that you've done differently?
Yes, the truth is that DESMA manifestos is not to raise IGRO. Our manifesto of DESMA is to be corrective on offenders and our rules. Okay. But little of it are what comes about IGRO. I know when I came in, I decided to do a proper reorganization.
Exactly.
It took me 3 weeks to know what that I needed to touch. And immediately I sat down with the directors. I hit this. There was an open air into the level of DESMA operation. And that operation, that is what I gave room to whatever you see about DESMA today. And again, His Excellency gave DESMA a listening ear. Sir, if we do this and do this, this is where we'll be. And has given us all that it takes to reposition DESMA from that bad situation we're talking about to it today. There are little people that are giving little and they do wonders, just like us. So if you can give us little and do what we have done today, by the time they give us above what we do, my take is that is to replicate DESMA to the level of last month.
And even more.
By next week, I have a courtesy visit to see the MD of Last Mile in Lagos, so that there are one or two things I want to ask, which are deeply things I want to domesticate into this place. You see, DESMA role is not a generating, but in the course of you doing your work, if you need to job, you'll be sanctioned and you'll be taken to the mobile court and the mobile call will find you. And also, the cost of mobile will find you. We look that you are very, very erratic. We can give you issue with paper, take you to Federal Medical Center and let the doctor psychiatric evaluation.
If you have to do that, my DG, that means about 85% of road transport.
No, that would make us drive cooperatively.
No, because Nigerians have a mentality when they say go to, who tell you sir the man? Why can you tell me that?
It was very common in Lagos then.
Okay,
let
me come in this way.
It will be difficult.
Let me come in this way. There are so many people that were forced. When they hear that we are going to court, they will abandon the vehicle and run away.
They will abandon the vehicle.
They will abandon the vehicle. They are not going because they believe they go to court with jail. We say no. Come and let's go to court. Some of their vehicles still not for almost about 4 days, 5 days.
Before they will come.
Before they will come. And when they will come, they will send people to go and peep and do grand Reiki to see whether they're there. So those are things that are giving us a lot of issue. If you have forced 30 people today, because okay, let's go to court. 27 of them will abandon their vehicle.
With Desma.
With Desma.
Okay. So now that you said that my suggestion at midwifery will be looked at, let me also give you another suggestion because I spent most of my life in Lagos.
Yes.
Like take this DBS road before Okpana Road before DBS Junction, for example. Now in Lagos, if you are coming like this, if you are not entering DBS road, you don't need when the traffic light is on. You don't need to be on that particular line. That
is lane changing.
And you get that
is an offense. It's
either you be in the middle or be on the lane you are going to. Some persons will be going straight. They will go and enter that lane.
Well,
blocking vehicles and to enter DBS road.
Let me tell you something.
Obstructing hold up. Yes. Okay, sir.
How many drivers went through proper traffic school?
That's another thing. Majority.
Yes.
Because okay, like this woman that is here now, her husband will just tie a plate on Sunday, say learner. You will not know the electricity. By when we arrest those kind of people, if we put and say, look at what you've done, please, mobile court, you will abandon and leave the motor.
That is where the Lagos state, the last man official will tell you from behind, if you are not taking this lead, be in your lane. Are you getting me? But if you not stubbornly enter, your vehicle will be pounded and you face the sanction.
Okay, do you know, because of the little that we've done,
that is where your men have to be working, not just waiting for who will just miss his lane and be arrested.
We do a lot of advice. A lot of advice. I have been in most of the occasions, I will dress on mufti, wear tracksuit, wear on canvas, and I'm going on road. Early morning, I'll watch what the display. And I can tell you, there are so many issues that I've solved.
Yeah.
On the road, without them, before they discover that it is me, self. They say, thank God, look at Oga. So those are the things. If you are a boss, I cannot sit in that my office. Then I will now work on all the information that I'm receiving from outside. No. There are occasions I will just dress up early morning, 5 o'clock. That morning rush, you see me, I will call my commander. Please, I want to watch how my men are working. And any of them, I find that is going out of, I'll send it back to office and I'll give a query. The only thing that the civil servant is only afraid of, he query, doesn't want that to be his fine.
Promotion.
That is why you are seeing that to get these guys on, it's taking us a lot of work to do. Remember, these people that you see that are working today, most of them did not follow the due process of recruitment.
Yes, that's true.
So the ethics of the job are not there.
Yeah.
So it is by coming in now, I have to tear their brain, package them, put them down. And that is why you see the little thing that you are saying. And I'm assuring you, with the way the state is going now, we are making provision for training them, or retraining them, or retraining them. By the time the governor gives kudos, go, as we are going to get a new recruit anytime when the governor gives go ahead, we push them together and give them mandatory training, plus minus of 6 months before coming to the road.
Talking about your staff, motivation has been high by observation that that most of us have had within the working space and of course within the operational zones. What is that thing that you've done or you're doing that some of your predecessors have not done that has made the staff show you so much love, so much loyalty, and show so much commitment to the job they do?
Thank you very much. When you are made to be head of a parastatal, take yourself as if you are not the boss. You see, I am a security consultant. And I've talked to my MD that is running the affair of my company, and I've told him, that job you think you are doing as an MD, the ordinary cleaner, if she has a way, he will do it. And you must be closer to your staff. If you are dealing with somebody who didn't go to school, don't tell the person that you are a graduate, that you did not have a class 3.
Pretend like you didn't go to school.
Do as if you are the same level with him or her. You get result. But by the time they start to do Oga or Madam, they will fuck you up. And always try and sit at your closest. If you see any of them, his container is not clear, send message, please come. Meaning like I will sit there and what is the problem? This has not been your approach. What is the problem? Tell me. No, tell me. They will open up and tell me where they are having difficulties. I will minute it down. I will call the deal. I will call the deal. Please look into this girl affair. Look into this woman affair. Because while you see them, the changes that are there, I'm closer to the grassroots. And I know where that problem may come from. Some of them, they may not have funds to do what they want to do. Some have challenges. Some have financial challenges. I will look at them. Please, at your zone, let me know those that have critical financial challenges and see what we can do before they get their salary. We try and do, that is what the human being wants.
Of course.
When you are closer to your staff, you will get result. But if you feel because you are given a little position and you want to do Mugabe level, and you will get what you want. Okay. And those are the things you see. You've been to office.
Of course.
See, I can come down now with my staff and we eat.
Yes.
I can come down, I can buy orange and gather them, we eat. At that point of me trying to bring them in to take one or two things, there are things they will be saying jokingly, and I'm putting them in my ear. And by the time I goes out, I'll call the director of operation, please get me so. These are what I had for them. And by the time you evaluate what they have said, it's purely true. So anything that is inimical to operation, we always try and hit it and get it done immediately.
Before we round up to John, let's look at, before we round up, what would be your advice? Because we need to build the confidence that people are beginning to get in DESMA is rising by the day. So I want you to advise Deltans, especially those that are in the zonal areas where you have DESMA, zonal operational areas of DESMA and the headquarters here in Asaba. What are you going to tell DESMA? And what are those things that you think you would need to really improve your working conditions? This one is directed to the state government. What would you like to appeal to the state government, and what are the challenges rather that DESMA is facing right now to improve their work?
Well, one of our major demand from the SSLSA is to increase our workforce. The men that are really on the ground now, they have overwhelmed, the job has overwhelmed them. Otherwise, DESMA job is 24/7, both Sundays, every day. We don't even have holidays. But because of the little men that we have, make us have some constraint. So many of them are retired, some resign, and most of them that were seconded, age is not in their body. Some of them have gone the usefulness of that activeness on the road. And the nature of the job make the governor to give them hazard because they're always prone to attack. And when you are prone to attack, they tear their shirt, they tear everything, they will not come and say you're on hazard. So, okay, but you don't allow us to fight as any uniform man does not fight. Because by the time they want to judge it, you that fought as a uniform man, what the punishment you will receive will more than the person that did it to you. So on that area, our level of human manpower to man these our areas as scanty. If the governor can even do that for us, DG, go and recruit and fill the rest place, you will see the work of DESMA. And when you come on issue of finance, the governors are trying for us very well. And I know if not his handwork, all this you are saying that should have not come. But our major demand, let increase our workforce.
What about the public perception? What do you want to tell the Deltans?
The public,
because, I mean, Deltans have really lost confidence in DESMA.
Yes, Deltans are, for long you lost confidence in DESMA staff operation. But since my inception in December 4th, 2025 or 24, when I came into it, there are a lot of differences. Human behavior, character changes, the mode of dressing, the mode of approaches, anything you think that will make DESMA, and that is why I have given a motto on DESMA, enforcing a disciplined culture in Delta State roads. And that is the new motto of DESMA today. And if you look at the men, like John Gold and those of you are talking to me, you have been saying it, that DESMA the other day is not like the DESMA today. It will not make it that the DG and the management have worked deeply to get this human being back. Somebody who has been eating with left, for him to tell you, no, you're not supposed to eat left, is right. If you are not careful, if you break the left hand side, you will not agree. And those are the things that you see that we are doing. And let me also tell you, like this young lady that is here, they have a baby, and you want to wean the baby, not to suck breast again. Some of the children are very strong. Even if you put Olugbo at the mouth, you will see the problem. But I'm telling you, we have gone so deep that DESMA has arrived. And you will see it on us and all the 2 days.
Thank you very much, Deltans. You've heard it from the mouthpiece of our own DG, Delta State Traffic Management Authority. He said it all, and I've had a very, very expository discussion here. I want to thank you, my colleague Abel John Good, for being part of this program. And of course, my indefatigable DG, once again, I want to say a very wonderful thank you.
Thank you very much.
When we need you again to throw more light on issues relating to DESMA, we'll call you at short notice. Of course, thanks our viewers who are very, very impressed with today's program. I want to wish you everyone a very wonderful day ahead. Good afternoon.